somebody who is a ritual killer. I don't understand. What is the Minister of Power doing with transport? And then number two, what is the meaning that did he think enough? Is the brain working for him not to know that if I have a car in Lagos, I can decide to travel to Ekiti with my car?
I can be transferred through work, Baba, to go and work in Ibadan. So does that mean that I have to leave my car?
I will change number plate. So if I reach Ekiti, I'll put Ekiti number plate. Then if I'm coming to Lagos, you say this, I don't tire, Baba. See, this kind of unnecessary.
Now people they pray, say, may God guide me that too. She God self guide these ones anymore. Like, do you think Tinubu God will guide?
I just wonder.
This one where they do AI. That is the communication minister. Bosson. His name is Bosson. He's a guy who is building app. They said they are building ecosystem. Some of them will enjoy the slush fund of El Rufaya and all of that. Now he's the minister. Nigeria no get electricity. Alaye is announcing Nigeria to become major global player in AI research.
Egbeni. All of that AI. It's deceiving. Who is it deceiving? AI can't low by.
Those are the ones they are like.
AI 30 very low. 30. You know how many AI companies? They're almost 200 now. We have already lost that phase.
As a government project. They should be working more on how to make probably communication cheaper for them, even if Nanitel face. And see, Baba, we can tell if we tell them that this is headed nowhere. We are not saying so because we don't like them. We are saying so because of what we can see. And seeing is
Baba, these people that are just deceiving themselves. They are deceiving themselves. AI, like AI is something they just had. AI is in that stage. The only thing you can add is just they do your own. AI go they add them. They don't already establish AI. AI is just now in application stage.
And it won't reply the person who was saying that, but soon waiting be all of this now. There are things that needed to be done like right now that you could actually solutions you could really create. All right. This issue of using technology to track terrorists and all of that, you could develop something for that. You have the capacity now. You are a minister, okay? Do something that is really visible, that helps. Create technology,
Baba,
technology that helps. You don't even need to create them. They are there already. They're out there.
You know the truth. For them, the truth. For them to use certain technologies, one smart. For them to use certain technologies, the truth of Nigeria will finally come out. Because you finally know you finally be able to use this technology to determine the population of the true population of the country, and they don't want the true population of the country to come out. So when you get to a certain stage, they will just tell it to just exactly. So who is it deceiving? Also, AI. Don't you know that AI can tell you about your own history after a while? You don't have internet, you don't have fiber optics on the ground, and you're talking about
guy, Minister of Communication, young guy. Okay.
I was beginning to like that guy before now. All of a sudden,
that is why when people tell you that they want to go, you need to join the government and make the change from inside. Now, those criminals, those one where they wait for criminal. Boston was telling
people they don't join.
Same way he's announcing AI. He said he's organizing, they want to train 7,000 people on crypto. And it is as they were doing all the graphic design, all of that to put it on social media of how people can get trained on crypto. Now, so Adobe Odudu Emefiole ban crypto. They are supposed to be seeing themselves. So, Minister, the plan won't do crypto, train Nigerians on how to.
Another one, the commander.
Another one came and said crypto is banned. And immediately, also stop talking about crypto. Now, AI now.
Stop talking about crypto. Now they are fighting Binance. But the country no get shape.
Country is that. But when you say all
the shapeless one
that you do you know more than them? Are you being serious?
A shapeless they say we know everything. We know more than them. They don't know anything. Even anybody.
And it's not because they don't.
Anybody that is still in
okay. They are crooked way. We never allow them to do the right thing. So they suddenly become people who don't know anything.
I'm telling you, anybody. Though you are in Nigeria, So big by Penuwa, anything can believe because we see the news before they transfer the second hand news to them.
Somebody waiting like talk, I go say,
I go listen. What is the plan to do as a government project? We are using it on daily basis as a daily application. No fair fee wash what
are things that you are trying to see what do you call it? To see if such thing will ever happen in Nigeria. Now prayer point that they take up another place.
Prayer points.
It's great to hear.
Baba, thank you. You are making my day. Continue.
You should have a good day, okay? Thank you so much. Here is another caller on the line. And if you haven't really, if you want to be part of this, you just have to dial that number. It's on your screen. Hello there.
Mr. Mayegun, good evening. Good evening. I'm fine. I'm so happy that I'm able to get through to you because the desire of to talk to you has been burning since this afternoon, but I couldn't get through to you this afternoon. Yeah, and then
and I actually saw you trying to get through this afternoon, but for some reason I think I just lost you away, and then the time was gone.
Yeah, let me be. Yes, I'm glad to be able to talk to you. And honestly, I don't think you really understand or the value of you being there and doing what you are doing, because it means a lot for a lot of Nigerians, at least to be able to get things out of our chest, right? So you are doing a lot, and thank you very much. Well, I just this afternoon when there's one of these guy that called and then said, oh, the APC, they are already working on what to do, how to block the possibility of any responsible person who has substance, who has
as well.
Yes, who has substance. That okay, this is what we are going to do. Who can talk? Who can give details of what he wants to do? And so on. And this obedience and this Gen Z and things, it is an idea. You can't just quench it, especially the way they did with the mago that they used to put themselves in power, where everybody could see that this, you are not the rightful person to be on this seat. But and they were so disappointed by it. So now, people doesn't forget things easily. You might think that okay, because they've taken a lot of, God knows how many thousands of students they've taken out of school now. So, and that is one of their agenda. They might not say it, but just for the fact that one of the quotes that, or one of the speech that Mr. Bola Ahmed said when he was campaigning, said, let's widen the tax net, and they are widening already the tax net, and then using the purchasing power means to be able to finance your children to school, to be able to do a lot of things. So they will disable a lot of youth, disable them in terms of they won't be able to, because if you don't go to school, you are being disabled.
People are working.
Yes,
you see what they did to them in a way, just to quickly back you there, right? They devalue their money in a way that even when they have money in the bank, the value of the money in the bank is gone. What they will use 1 million naira to buy now is what they normally would use 200,000 naira to buy 8 years ago.
To buy.
So their purchasing power has been reduced so drastically that people can't afford anymore. Just a little backup. Go on, Baba.
Yeah. So now we have Togri, a lot of Togri. In fact, and those Togri, they truly believe that they are legitimate because they are the instruments that brought Mr. Tinubu to power anyway. So whenever whatever they do in their area, they do it. In fact, even their wives, they will be talking about them. That is my husband. Oh, please, they'll be proud of him. Stopping people, searching them, take their telephone, and people will be looking at them. And then, okay, before you take this telephone back, pay 50,000 because they've weaponized. They've used this is their instrument, and then they even make an example like this MC Oluomo that look, if you continue in this your line, you can become even like Oluomo, that you'll be so rich. So they've been kind of encouraging them, to continue in that, so that the politician will be using them, and then they will be turning blind eye to whatever they do, and all. And then the students that are now out of school, of course, they've been disabled. So that is what they want. They want the population, the unlearned population, to increase, so that they can have a firm grip on on most of all these people.
They continue to hold control over them as they economically sort of destroyed Baba.
Yes, because a good governance is basically to create an enabling working environment for everyone, because anybody can become how can I say, you can become
vulnerable or something like
vulnerable. Yes, vulnerable. No matter where you are, you can become vulnerable in an instance.
Yes, sir.
If there's no good governance. And then what do we have? Nothing. So this government
on your own.
Yes. So these governments are busy. They busy. Paying some people to go on TV to talk about the opposition, that they are bigots. They use religion platform and this and that, which has never been the case. It was actually what they were doing. So now the narrative, they want to change the narrative. They are kind of making it now, so that the more they are talking about it, the more people will be listening to it, and then they will think, and then all these dropped out, or all these Agberos or whatever, they will start believing it, and then that's it. So the government, this is not this this government that we think they're government. They're not government, because they don't have the love of anybody in mind. They only have the love of themselves. So for what they want to get. In fact, there's a lot. In fact, I feel like I want to talk. Really. You remember one day I called and
there's so many things in your mind, like you want them to rush out at the same time. But you know something, right?
Yes, and
you have managed to sort of put your points forward, and you've made about 2 of them so far. Okay, to make it easier, so you don't rush yourself in a way, right? If you have any other points you want to add, you haven't made already, please make it now. Most of the time.
Yeah, you see the power minister that call himself a power now is creating the narrative, is making the narrative to look as if people are being wasteful because you put on your AC or you put on that. What is he talking about? I don't know why he's not even listening to himself. Maybe sometimes they need to record themselves and then listen to themselves and then reflect on what they've just said. Maybe next time they will be able to talk properly
about this one.
Yes.
Before they talk, there is no consequences for what they say. Baba, you see, if you are in a place where there are consequences, or there is consequences for what you say, right? You will be very careful before saying that. But this ones don't give it down. Starting from the person who is their president.
You see, so I don't know what type of politics they are playing. This is not politics, because politics is about being fair. Play things accordingly. When judiciary is needed, you use judiciary. in a responsible manner. Exactly. Let everybody play their role accordingly. That's his politics, not this bully. Because this man, you remember one time when he was campaigning in Osun State, he said that Woma Labour Kuni. Do you think a real leader, a true leader that knows what he's doing will ever say such a thing? If you don't labor in life, you are not entitled to anything.
Do you know
because you need to labor.
Baba, it is like at a point what APC promotes is APC and their supporters and people who believe in them, they hate hardworking people. All right? It's like you can live your life on the free road, extort people, collect money and all of that. That's life. But if you're actually somebody who is working, earning money, all right? They do not like people like that. And that is why, yes, and that is why they can easily mock people who work, and then they will praise people who steals.
Yeah. You remember? Yeah, you remember again when he was campaigning for this Osun governor. That's the first one. This Iragbiji guy. No, not Aregba. The one that Aregba Shela, the Stuji, the one that holy. He now said in Ataoja's palace that day that it's not a matter of bragging, but I am richer than Osun State. You see, this man is living in the past, so that because he thinks that because the mindset of people, especially in that area, they think when you are rich, so you can be worshipped, you will be worshipped. So that it's richer than Osun State. That look at me probably that I don't know if you can go back and there's a clip that we reveal that statement to you.
It's not an idiot statement. So, a lot of people know that he said it because they said he said they accused him of trying to make Oletola his cousin, the governor of Osun, so that he can use the money of Osun and ferry it to Lagos. So he went to the Ataoja Oshogo's palace and he said, lowo mi lowo. You don't have my money here in Osun. So I'm only trying to help you here. That's why I'm sending one of these guys to come and help you. When it comes to money, you do not have my money in Osun. He said it. I have the video.
So you can imagine. So how a responsible somebody who is intelligent enough.
He mocked Dobi in Delta. He said, and container this, consumption to production. He's talking about container economics. He's talking about this arithmetic. Now statistics you go shop. Now all of them don't they quote statistics now. But I'm gonna take another one. Time is up. Okay.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Yeah. Baba, have a good night. Yeah.
So why majority of young Nigerians in Nigeria as APC, the party of criminals and crooks, right, continue to promote servitude, slavery among young people in Nigeria, where a lot of them are more comfortable to lick asses of all these relics, is the story of Bassirou Faye, the youngest president of Senegal, continue to inspire the young people who cares to look for inspiration elsewhere, not a place where people in their 40, young people in their 40 years, 50 they do ritual because they won't be PA to local government chairman at the age of 40, 45. So this guy...
C'est de la honte pour notre démocratie. On ne s'attendait plus au Sénégal à devoir se battre en prélude d'élection pour avoir des élections libres et démocratiques. Ça, c'est la plus grande on est bousculé par les forces de l'ordre. C'est ce que je disais, c'est de la honte pour notre démocratie. On ne s'attendait plus au Sénégal à devoir se battre en prélude d'élection pour avoir des élections libres et démocratiques. Ça, c'est la plus grande
If you check it out, right, it was probably maybe 25 or so there, where he was talking about democracy and why democracy remains the best option, and they will fight for their rights in Senegal. He is the president now. 10 days to election. 10 days to election was when the court said they should be released. He campaigned for 10 days, and he is the president today, not PA. Enyashi return what career no PA to politicians. You went to school, and you are dreaming of becoming PA to politicians in Nigeria. That is why you will be clapping and defending the relics, career criminals. See your mates.
Excellence, Monsieur le Président de la République, les honneurs vous sont rendus par un détachement de l'escadron spécial de la garde présidentielle commandé par le lieutenant de Michel Ndiaye. À vos ordres, Monsieur le Président de la République.
Let's go take another call. Hello there.
Hello, Mayogu.
Hello, sir. How are you?
Mayogu today.
Yes, Raki.
Mayogu today.
Hello.
I greet you, my brother.
Thank you very much, Oba. How are you tonight?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm Mikey. I'm calling from London.